Hi, welcome to the Land History tutorial. Let's go to Net Worth, Land History. I'm going to start off with example farms back in 2007. So looking at 2007 actual land history, we have a list of all the fields in the left column, how many acres in the second column, and their land locations in the third, and what year we're looking at for it. So that's the standard format for the land history page. In the budget column, this is the budget that is associated with that farm. So this 10-acre field had the CPS red high phosphate budget, and it has a little bit of details about it. It was seeded with the variety 5700 at 2 bushels to the acre, the fertilizer rate, the pre-emergent that was used, pre-pass, post-emergent doesn't have any comments, and there was a fungicide. Now that is a little bit different. You can look at here in the this field has CPS red, but it had a slightly different fertilizer rate using it, so it was a low phosphate and I guess no sulfur, and it used a fungicide. And then there's another CPS red here where there is no fungicide. So you can quickly look at the land history to see, okay, in 2007, those are the budgets that I did with CPS red. If we go to 2008, of course the 2007 information is all there, but now we've added 2008 to it as well. In fact, let's go all the way to 2011 and gives you a history of what's been done on each one of these quarters. If you don't want to see all of them at once, maybe you just want to see the last 2 years. Here you have the previous 2 years, and then decide what it is that you're going to seed on that quarter this year. To do that, you can have, here's an unallocated budget, and you click on the budget that you want to choose, and when you click into that, okay, I'm going to put that canola Nexera on this quarter, and this quarter, and this quarter. Or you can uncheck it. And when you decide that you wanted to allocate that, then you can click on the allocate button and it will update it. To go into the grain budget, and I can go back and grab one from 2010, but I want to bring that forward into 2011. Well, how can I do that? I can click on the copy, and it's going to put in Kim copy. I'm just going to put in copy of 2010, and I'm going to scroll down, and so here this says here on the bottom right corner is move to grain actual 2011. Hit OK. So that grain budget that I just copied for 2010 does not show up in 2010 because I moved it to 2011 actual. So when I go to 2011 actual, there is that crop budget. So now when I go to that land history, here's an example to show you that now there is 2 crops to choose from. And by the way, a good report to create for yourself when you're going into the field to seed is, let's go to 2010 planning, 2010. We don't need to see the history. We just want to look at what it was done this year. And so this report would give you a listing of the fields, land locations, and what kind of fertilizer you're going to be putting on each one, and with seed. If you put in information in the seed budgets, for example in the CPS red, if you were to say I want to add in 0.5 liters of glyphosate, there, and on this one, this is CPS red, I'm thinking of putting in Horizon with 2,4-D, and now I'm going to hit OK. Whatever you put into the comments section will show up into the history as well here. So now you see we've added with the pre-emergent 0.5 glyphosate, post-emergent I'm doing Horizon with 2,4-D, and that will show up with all of the budgets that it's being used for. So again, to go into the field and say, okay, these are this is the listing of the fields that we're seeding this year. This is owned and rented, and I want to seed on this field using this budget, and that can be a useful guide out in the field. I hope you find this software useful and keep learning with more tutorials. Thank you.